at Callanash, because the elite, the cult will be using this, as halfway through Agenda 2130 to cause more chaos, because we're halfway through and it's the 18. We're at major lunar standstill. Well, this particular stone, right away from the others, at the end, I found very interesting. It looked like a female figure to me, and it perhaps with a child on the hip, on the left hip. And if you can see, if you look, it's difficult to see, but you can see the shape of the legs from behind, and a sort of an arm and a child possibly on the hip, so carrying a child or with a child. Yeah, it definitely looked like that to me. This is Carloway Broch, which is not that far from Callanish stones. Right, this is Broch. Hang on, Carloway Broch. Can't see the whole thing. I'm going to have to go further down to get his. I'm going to go inside in a minute. It is really windy up here still. My head's got on. I'm blown away. Alright, so look. Hang on, let's turn this around. Let's go in here. Oh, blast off there. Alright. reminds me that I've just been to some caves actually. Where did I go in some caves? Somewhere near. I can't even remember where it was. God, you know the wind's up there. Wow. Oh, in Peak District, yeah, somewhere. I was in some caves there. Right. I forget what they were called. But this is the view from the top. I don't know what that's like a tour, isn't it, over there? I don't know what they call it, so it's peak. It's a mound, Scottish mound. But this is it's like a, I don't know. This is some kind of. This is Carloway Broch, which these brochs were ancient Iron Age roundhouse towers, double skinned dry stone roundhouse towers, built without mortar and without mortar, just stone. The wind's going really up again, because the other day it was 80 miles an hour or something at one point, and it was a bit mad, and then it's gone to, I think it's about 40 miles an hour at the moment or something. Tomorrow it's going to be, it's getting windier and windier again. Yeah. Let's come out here. Whoa. And let's go through here. That's a level. Yeah, I'm still on the Isle of Lewis, so this is not far from the standing stones at Callanish. This is Carloway Broch. Near here there's a village, black houses with old sort of genuine stone cottages with thatched roofs. They're a bit a beach, but I might got there after or later. But wow. Let's go out front again. Get there. There's a gate here. Wow, it's dark. Oh no, this doesn't go. Right, that's just underneath the steps. I think put the sleeping there out the window actually. A bit spooky there. Hey. What's good about the Hebrides is it's all open. Like Stonehenge in England, where they cut it all off and they make it all, they ruined it all and made it all like tourist everything, so you can't do anything, you can't go near anything. Here, everything's just. Can't open the gate, I switched it on. We're heading back to the mainland here on the boat, back to Ullapool. Got a black sheep here, there he is. I don't see it to me. Hello, black sheep. He's the only black sheep, as usual. And there's the white sheep. On the background, so this is beautiful. This is forest. I'm trying to get the forest into the background. Yeah. I just saw a hare, a big hare, but I couldn't film it in time. A bit further down the road. There's some beautiful little places hidden away here that people hide away in. Oh, the black sheep's off. It's true to my heart, that is. My brethren, the black sheep. Misfit black sheep. A scapegoat. It's all the same, isn't it? Outsider. He's got a friend though. He's got a friend with a white sheep there. Now I'm heading back to Glen Affrik, which is an ancient Caledonian pine forest and wildlife reserve near Callanish, southwest of Inverness. Yeah, and this is this is. Hope I haven't got this upside down. I can't see. This is all actual rainforest. You know, again, well, temperate rainforest again, because we're not. Us just northwest Scotland. You know, going towards the Hebrides Islands on that part of near Loch Ness. I've been to Loch Ness, but this again, you can see it's all rainforest. I mean, I found one part when it's just nothing but ferns, and you know, it's clear that this is temperate rainforest to me, from what I've noted about, from what Guy Shrubshield's books say, and there's more. That's the source. Well, it's the waterfall's coming down, and the waterfall is down there. This is about, from where I parked, it's about a 3 or 4 mile walk around. Right over the top of it, down there. Top of Slaughter Falls. But this is the road along Glen Affrik, and it's ancient Caledonian pine forest, this whole area, very, very old forest, so on the road to, I was going towards Slaughter Falls. I'm just coming back the other way now. I'm going to I met somebody who was telling me there's another great place to look at. I know this is back at Loch Ness, absolutely beautiful. It's the first time I've been to Loch Ness, there, and there's me sort of standing out on this jetty there. I did see the monster, but I didn't see Nessie until, weirdly enough, not actually at Loch Ness, but after Nessie had migrated up somewhere near Ullapool, and I saw her up sort of on the top of a hill near a cloud. So, yeah, right, fuck of a journey. God, going wrong bloody roads. Anyway, never mind. I just found a good little place to camp in Nairn. Right by I was on the front by the seafront, but just hidden around the corner here. So there's my there's a tent. That's alright. Yeah. There's got a tent up here. inside in there. Up in that. I managed to keep this tent well. Bloody wind. It's been really windy, but luckily the wind's calmed down now. On the islands it was really windy in the Hebrides, but over there, seas over there. Oh, a nice old building there. Hopefully I won't get bothered here, but you never know. Right. The beach behind. There's a path and the beach is behind me there, so that's good. And I've got some wood for a fire as well, so hopefully I'll be able to fire here. No one notice if I maybe go in there. I might take the fire and have a fire down on the beach. I found the church in Nairn that I'm looking for, that my great-great-grandfather built. The old parish church in Nairn, which is nice. So I'm going to go back and photograph that tomorrow. Yeah, my great-grandfather John Starforth, great-great-grandfather John Starforth was John Starforth was a Gothic architect, 19th century, and he built quite a few churches in Scotland. This is one of them, the old parish church in Nairn. I caught the Sunday service here this morning, which was really beautiful. There's some beautiful music. The day before, I came across this fantastic bench in Nairn. I was really needed it. I'd been stung on the bottom of my foot by a wasp, weirdly, and I was in quite a lot of pain with it, and I'd walked a long way into town, and from my tent, and I'd forgotten my my purse. So when I got into town, I couldn't buy anything I needed because I didn't have any money. Then I walked all the way back. I got lost. I got completely lost, and it was. I was really in pain by then, and so when I found this bench, it was a godsend. This is a Finnish Ranger song in several parts. Olele, 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 Sparklers, not fireworks, and that. I don't know who I'm talking to. I'm talking to my phone. Hello, phone. Hi, phone. How are you today, phone? So it's funny, like, having these phones with you, because I've never carried one of these with these smartphones, because I don't want to be spied on everywhere I go by Google, particularly, and for various reasons. I value privacy, and when people say that they don't value privacy, I always say to them, well, like, all right, give me all your passwords, yeah, give me your key safe numbers, give me this, give me that, to your house or whatever, or your alarm numbers or whatever you've got, give me all those things, and they won't, and you say, well, why not? If you don't care about privacy, why don't you just give me all your passwords? Because the thing is, it's easy to not care about privacy, but you never know what's going to happen to you in life, right? You might end up in a situation where, somebody's looking for you, or you've got someone trying to kill you, or you might even have, like, an ex-partner that's after you, or you might have the police after you for whatever reason. You might have to steal because you might have nothing. Maybe, let's say you had kids and you had to steal for them because you didn't have it. People always assume from a rich position that, or from a well-off, comfortable Western position, that privacy doesn't matter, and actually you don't know what will happen to you in life and what extremes you might have to go to, and you might not want, you might have the authorities knowing where you are. And so I don't like these spy, and I'm carrying this fucking thing now around with me. I've started to give in, and I'm thinking this thing knows exactly where I am, what I'm doing. Hello, spy Google. And I could easily say, well, I'm not doing anything wrong at the moment. I'm put a tent up. It's not the biggest crime in the century, although it is these days. You don't seem to be able to do anything anymore. But anyway, I don't think fires are illegal on the beach. And I can hear some but I don't think. But either way, this thing is just constant presence. And I was just thinking, in fact, I'm not even going to say what I'm not going to say what I had to do earlier on, because I was forced into doing something, and this phone was with me, and I'm thinking, this fucking phone knows that I did that, what I was forced into doing, and because of the situation, and well, I did have a choice. Choice I don't get. There's a thing, an existential sort of we all have choice all the time. Well, to a certain extent, yeah. But I don't actually believe in free will anymore. I don't actually believe in free will at all. I don't believe that there is such a thing as free will at all. I don't believe in free will at all. No, I don't believe in free will at all. I don't believe in free will at all. I'm just looking at that guy, but he's always with dogs, isn't he? Not because I used to believe, and I used to think, is it free will or is it fate and all this? And now I don't think either, but I think that I think it's things. It's a yin and yang thing, isn't it? There's the pull and push thing. It's like the horse and the rider. When you're not in, people say, "Oh, I'm going to plan your life," and you don't plan your life. Fuck's sake, Jesus Christ, would I have planned my life? No fucking way. Do you know what I mean? The way I've ended up in life, Jesus Christ, no way. It wasn't how I would ever want it to have been. It just things happen and things get out of control, and you can't always direct it the way you might want it to. It's all very well to say, oh, you have choice, but no, you don't always have choice, because you react to things as they happen, and things happen and then you react, and that's, you don't always have time to choose necessarily how you react. So I don't believe that it's all free will and stuff. I actually think that it's just, no, I don't think we have free will. Not in that sense. Maybe there's an element of it, but so yeah, I was forced to do something earlier on. I don't know, anyway, but yeah, I don't know what I'm talking about, but I do know that this spy device is a problem, but I chose to have it because the problem is now it's so difficult to find maps of places, and so if you don't have this fucking thing with you, and also booking that stuff, I had to get the boat over to, in the end I had to give up anyway. I had to just go down to the harbour, go down to Ullapool, because I couldn't fucking book on the thing anyway, because I didn't have the right password for something or other. I needed it for some stupid thing to do with the bank or something. I don't know what it was. I just give up because I don't see how I'm supposed to have all these passwords on me. And ultimately, I just went down and took my chance. And as it happens, I got on the boat on a standby. So sometimes it's just better to do it the old way, really. And I wish that that we didn't have to. Because you fluff around with these things. You can fluff around for hours trying to get this thing to work. I don't think it makes life simpler. I think it makes it more complicated. I'm not stupid. Do you know what I mean? I'm not brain dead. I've got a bloody good brain, and I find it confusing. So God help anyone who might have, not much education or learning disabilities, struggling with this shit. You know what I mean? Seriously. For fuck's sake. It's complicated, but I don't know how I've gotten to that. Talking to my phone and to the fire, because the fire was actually following me round. I think the fire's conscious. Like the water's definitely conscious. It's a conscious being. The earth is conscious, but the fire is also conscious, because when I went over there, it followed me over there, and then it followed me here, and then it's following me round. it's kind of speaking to me and communicating with me. And I think fire knows when you're on your own, and it communicates, because fire is alive. You can see it's alive. I mean, I've had Heavenly's been in the fire before. I mean, in more than one way, if you know what I mean. And you get it speaks, and it is alive. It's Loch Ness actually, and the Loch Ness body of water is. See, that monster in Loch Ness is the mind of the Loch Ness. And that monster, I saw it. Well, I didn't see. I did see the Loch Ness monster, but I didn't see it in Loch Ness. It's migrated to somewhere just on the way to Ullapool. I was just it just appeared in the cloud. Well, not in the clouds, but sort of above a hill, and that was the Loch Ness monster. And I couldn't. Obviously I was driving, so I couldn't photograph it as I would have done. But it definitely was the Loch Ness monster, and it wasn't. It's made its way as far as on the road to Ullapool. So it's not in Loch Ness anymore. But then again, why would it still be in Loch Ness? I mean, it could have got out to sea, or it could have. But I saw it, and maybe it's been back and forth. But Loch Ness, bloody amazing, actually. What an amazing loch that is. It's so beautiful, honestly. I mean, a lot of the lochs around here are beautiful, but that seems particularly amazing. No wonder it's so famous, and it's got the monster. Oh, jeez, I don't know what I'm doing. What should I do with this? I better cut this Google spy thing off now. Anyway, so, yeah. From somewhere along the snow road through the Cairngorms, the Scottish mountains, Eastern Highlands, and yeah, somewhere in the vicinity near Balmoral. Here's another one of my great-great-grandfather's churches, Gothic churches, the London Road Church in Edinburgh. Fringe.
Hello over there. Hey kids, if mummy doesn't let you watch the show, it means she doesn't love you. Watch anything. Normally when I pull a knife out, the people go, ah! Let's try that one more time. That was like half of you, it's okay, we've got the third one, third time lucky. Very good. When you see the knife. Everyone big scream with the music, let's make it seem spontaneous. Here we go. They're very nice windows, aren't they? Being inspired for the future home. Music! Last night, everyone! 3, 2, 1! Perfect, scared crowd. Ladies and gentlemen, in a moment I'm going to be juggling these big plates for your sick entertainment. But first, safety. Safety first. Safety on the street means safety rope over there. Safety rope over there. And this. Just pretend you're excited about this one. This. Nice one. This is a Diablo. The first thing I picked up in the circus and the first part of today's show, which is why with today's wind might be bloody impossible. But here we go. Before I throw knives around, we test the wind. Testing the wind. 3, 2, 1. I'm glad you laughed at that. For the other people, it goes up. It comes out, oh my god. This is why we test the wind, yeah? Next up, I'm going to tie my hair up. As I said, my head is going to go into a blindfold. I tie my hair up while I tie it up. An impression of a pineapple.
Well, I found this very useful weather forecasting stone, which was in a biker's pub, outside a biker's pub, somewhere near Moffat, beautifully. And this is another one of my great-great-grandfather's churches, John Starforth's churches. He was, this is in Moffat, St Andrew's Church, Moffat. It's the largest parish church in southwest Scotland, I think, and it's built in the early English Gothic style, made out of red sandstone from a local quarry, and it's a beautiful, actually. It's a beautiful church. It's got 80 carved heads of more than 80 carved heads, I think, of angels and gargoyles, and it's pretty impressive. they really built for quality in those days when they built the Gothic churches, and it's a shame that they don't really build like that anymore, and that sacred geometry is really becoming a lost art, I think. I mean, there's still, groups who study it, but, that's it's a shame.